So this is my big box of shame. What's in it? Yeah, you'll soon see. BrickoMotion. Hello, Claire here. Today I want to go through this box because I thought it would be fun. It says painting on it, so that's a hint. And in it are, ta-da, my half-painted mini dolls. Or should I say mini doll parts. I haven't looked at this box for quite a while now, and I wanted to go through what's in here with you. I'm gonna say for funsies, but actually what I mean is that there are so many hours I've spent painting these, and it hurts my soul that I have done nothing with them. So this is my way of doing something without investing way more hours into painting them till completion. So let's just go one tray by one and see what I have there. And I'm gonna start with the purple one. Let's get in closer. What do we have here? Torso pieces with green stuff on them for puffy sleeves. I will pretty confidently say that I intended these to become princess torso pieces, although do not ask me which ones for which princess because I have no idea. It also might have just been that I had green stuff left and I wanted to use it up, so this is it. And this beauty here is supposed to be Harley Quinn. I like the diamond shape she has on the face. The legs are done, and I think this is just a reused legs piece from Taylor Swift. And then the torso piece I was supposed to paint and didn't really get that far. So moving on. This is just a bathing suit piece that I've erased something from so that I might use it as something else. So it stands here waiting for an idea to hit me, what I want to do with it. This is supposed to be Tracer, the character from Blizzard that is not originally from Heroes of the Storm, but that's the only game that I know her from. There's so much work that I've done on this one. You might see that I filed off the back pockets of these pants and also any other lines they had, so they would look more like tracers. And the legs piece still works, but I never came around to actually painting it and creating the mini doll altogether. Even though I think the face is great and the hairpiece on the mini doll, this would have been such a great mini doll. Speaking of heroes from Overwatch, this is supposed to be the legs piece from Widowmaker. I think that's her name. Yeah, almost done, as you can see. Only a couple of layers left. On the other side, we have the legs from Fawn, Tinkerbell's friend. Now, I've painted this so long ago that I don't actually like it anymore. I think I can do better now. I'm not even sure what it's doing here because I wasn't planning on using it ever again. So yeah, this one, I think I made the torso piece for Trelawney from Harry Potter, but I don't know anymore. It seems as if it needs only a couple of embellishments and that will be it. Moving on. So this one has red painted hands and purple boots. I don't know what that is about. Now the torso might just be here for me to have something to hold on to while I'm painting the legs, but I do remember who these two parts are. So these legs and this torso piece. They are for the main singer of the Dazzlings from My Little Pony. As you can see, I've come fairly far with painting this one and I then just gave up. Also, I estimate the My Little Pony figure could be done in another, 5 hours, but for Tracer and Harley Quinn and these princesses torsos, they would require way more, base layers and then the detail, and those would take me significantly longer. I think this plate alone has a week's worth of painting still left to do. Another one of the reasons why I don't actually do it. That was it for the first plate, only like 300 more left. Let's break the body palette with some heads. These pieces on the side, those aren't painted, those are either very cheap torsos that I at some point bought a billion of on Bricklink, or there are torsos that I have painted but I'm not satisfied with the result, and now I'm just using all of them to hold on to the piece that I am actually painting. So for example, if I were painting this, I would need something to be able to hold it, so I would take one of these torso pieces, put the arms up, and then I can hold it like this while I'm painting. Or well, I would hold it like this because I couldn't paint with my left hand to save my life. So it's like this I would be painting. Obviously not only with my hand, but with a paintbrush and some paint. But yeah, the point is that these ones on the side don't actually do much, so I won't be focusing on them. But these ones here, a lot of faces, and I think I see a lot of Pocahontases here. Oh yes, here we go. There are 3 Pocahontas wannabes. These 2 obviously aren't finished yet, whereas this one, yeah, also not finished, but further along in the process. Yeah, I'm not sure what to tell you. I probably gave up on it because I made one that was passable, and then I just couldn't bring myself to finish the others. These heads, as far as I can tell, have only some printing removed, waiting for the day when I would give them a slightly different facial expression. The purple one, yes, Widowmaker. We can see a pattern emerging here, yes. I love what I've done with the head for now, but as you can see, the eyes aren't fully finished, and I think I would need less than an hour to finish each one of these heads, so I really should get to it. If for nothing else, then I can clear out this plate. Here are some white heads that I was just painting because, well, I wanted to see what it would look like, and I wasn't sure if I was going to use this for Voldemort because I sanded off the nose as well, or would this be something like Olaf or maybe even Jack Skellington. Like, there are amazingly many white-headed characters to dollify. This is my failed attempt at making a green face. I think this was supposed to be Gamora from the Marvel Cinematic Universe or the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then this was supposed to be her sister, Nebula. Didn't get far with this one. I tried to remove the printing and then that didn't work, and then I decided I would just paint all over it, and again, didn't get that far. Let's do another plate with some minidoll body parts on them. These ones are, I think they are finished or more or less finished. I've painted them with nail polish, some even the hair. It's very shiny, sparkly, even a bit holographic, even though the camera doesn't pick it up that well. But yeah, I like the concept of creating like glittery princesses with just some nail polish. It was a very quick thing to do, and I wanted to share it, but never came around to actually filming the video, even though these are basically done. If you would really want to see them in a video, do tell me, and then maybe I will be able to work something out and show you these ones in more detail, because they are done. I really don't need to do anything additional with them. So, this is the base coat for Natasha Romanoff, or better known as Black Widow from the Marvel Universe. Got the base coat on, never got around to painting the details. Yay! I think this outfit was supposed to be for also one of the Avengers. Not sure if for Scarlet Witch or Black Widow, or both. This one was supposed to be Gamora. Also, I just have the base paint on the pants part. And these are pieces that were once supposed to become Nebula, so Gamora's sister. I have their hair pieces as well somewhere in here. Well, this one should be like 2-3 hours to complete, and the other ones, they do require way more work. I cannot mix a green that looks like it's Lego green, suits Gamora, and suits the minidoll. I have not found that color combo, and my previous attempt, I even have it here. Yes. So maybe this doesn't seem as horrible to you. Believe me that however it looks on camera, in person it looks worse. This is more like an evil witch type of skin color, but definitely not for Gamora. No, she deserves better. I'm sorry to say, but these two would need like another 8 hours of painting to get them right. Not that likely to happen. Okay, so 3 are done, only a bazillion left to go. After some bodies, let's take a look at some hair pieces. Maybe these ones. This is a mix of hair pieces and faces. I think this one is here just because it has teeth marks. These are not my teeth marks. I got this from Bricklink. Serves me right when I buy used parts. No use in complaining. But the point is, it's useful for when I'm painting something and then maybe I need a model for the hairpiece. These are a part of the Holo Princesses, but also I think these ones my daughter painted with nail polish. And I wanted to present them to you as well because you can actually use nail polish to paint hair pieces, and it's even easier to do than with the normal paints, and you can get such cool effects like this. Again, the camera is not picking it up as well. Well, maybe this one looks nice, even though it of course looks even nicer in person, painting with nail polish. Are you interested in that video? It will go with the holographic princesses one. Let's do the big one here. Now, yes, things are falling off. That is normal. Let's put them back up. And here I have examples of things that I work on when I have leftovers from green stuff. I will do scarves, and then I first paint them gray for the base coat, so that when I want to transform this into a Gryffindor scarf, then it's easier to do. Then we have a unicorn horn that I made while I was doing the Disney Princesses Halloween costumes, the one that has Rapunzel with a horn. I think I made 2 or 3 together because I wasn't sure how it was gonna turn out. A Santa hat. And here you can see this is me trying to use up leftover white paint, and then I didn't have enough to make it white till the end. So I'm waiting for another occasion where I'll need to use up white paint. On this side, we have another example of why green skin on mini dolls is maybe not the best idea. Also, this one got ruined when I put on a hairpiece. So this is a hat that I made 2 examples of because I loved it so much. And yes, I'm dusting because this is how long these pieces are just standing around. This was supposed to be a beach hat for rarity because I had started creating the My Little Pony characters in beach outfits, and I don't see them here. Yeah, they might be in another box tucked away somewhere. I really want to finish these ones at some point. They just need like a light blue stripe around here and then maybe a gem or something just to add that little bit of to it. And then here we have purple. Not sure who this for. Maybe one of the Dazzlings again? Another one with the puffy sleeves, this time already with the gray base coat on. Who was it supposed to be? I don't know, but it's here. Just a white shirt. possibly painted to use up the white paint. Or well, when I say use up, it might also be that I was painting white things and then I had to wait for another layer to dry. And while I was waiting, I just took another torso and painted it for a future project. Oh, and this one was clearly made to use up the gold. Here, I only painted the top green. Several gray mermaids. This is my try on the Harry Potter as mermaids. You can see that for the Gryffindor one, I actually started painting this part red, and then it was supposed to have golden stripes, but I found the just plainly gray tails so incredibly boring. I couldn't bring myself to continue, so they are now sitting here waiting for the day where I just give up on them completely and trash them. Some other wannabe Harry Potter characters which are just here, and I don't think I've painted anything on them, so uninteresting. And here we have a couple of, let's use up that paint because we know I'm gonna need it. White base coat is always handy. I cannot have too many of those. And as you can see, these are all from the same Andrea torso that was extremely cheap at some point. So I don't feel bad just using it up for a possible future project. And some other summertime things for who knows what project. We're almost done. Only the hair pieces remain. Ooh, no, the hair pieces and the bodies. Okay, but hair pieces first now. Well, we are starting off very interestingly because these three have nothing painted on them. I think they are just here to remind me that I wanted to paint them at some point, but don't ask me what color I wanted to paint them because I have no idea. These two, I know. They are meant to be Vanellope von Sweets, the character from Wreck-It Ralph. This would be her princessy form, and then I would paint this one to be her form that she has for most of the movie. But apart from the hairpiece, as you can see, I did not go that far. Here we have some Lego elves hair pieces that I cut the ears off, and then I put on some green stuff to make the cut not as visible. And now I'm just waiting to paint them at some point so that you don't see the green stuff actually, and maybe even to change the hair color. When I do stuff, I like to do them in batches, so this was probably my I want to cut ears off, and then I just got too excited and done way too many. This part is interesting because it's sanded down. This was supposed to be the hairpiece for Nebula. You remember the blue one, Gamora's sister? She has like this type of silvery thing, and I thought this would be a great imitation of it. Again, I've done the hardest part, the sanding off, and now it just sits here, doing nothing. I like this hairpiece, and I think I've even showcased it in a video, but it's still here because I feel like there are not enough layers here. You can still see the black on the parts that are supposed to be highlighted, so I don't like that look. I mean, I love how the coral matches the black and like the overall style. Love it, love it, love it. But it needs one or two more layers of this coral mix of paints. So that's why it's still here and not with the already done ones. And basically the same thing can be said for several of these hair pieces. Like this one's almost done. It's Belle's hairpiece, but in blonde. I wanted to create the Disney princesses but with wrong hair colors, and for that I needed to paint them, almost all of them. And as you might know by now, if you want to paint something in a light color like white or light yellow, you will need to do many layers if you still want to preserve the texture of the hair, which I do. I could have just dipped this into a pot of yellow paint and it would be yellow like right away, but I would lose all the texture of the hair and I didn't want to do that. So that's why I'm doing layers upon layers. This has probably 7 or 8 layers already on, and I still feel like it needs another 1 or 2. Or at least I need to paint this sash here, which I'm still not confident which color I should do it in, because I don't know what the outfit Belle is going to wear. So you can see the effect even better on these hair pieces, where I would say this is only after 2 layers of a yellow. You can see the red is really strong in this one still. Again, if you can avoid by any means painting a light color over a fairly dark one, and this one was dark red, I would encourage you to do so, because this is painful. And this is a great example of when you overdo it, either with the layers or with the amount of paint in each layer. It gets this, like a look that I am not a fan of. I think this is here just to remind me not to do it ever again. More cut off ears. And here I have some pink leftovers, and I didn't want to waste the color because I loved it so much and I mixed it so brilliantly. I started painting these, and well, I would say this one's done. I mean, yeah, it was light yellow to begin with, so it was easy to paint, but I would say this one's... Oh yeah, no, I can see that I would want to go with like 1 more layer over some of these parts to make them completely pink and not whatever this is. This is me trying to paint a rainbow dash type of hair onto other hairstyles. As you can see, I've done the gray base coat, and then I tried painting some of them with yellow and red, possibly because those were the colors I was working with anyways, and then I abandoned the project. As I do. This is a hat that I made for the Doctor Who video, and I keep forgetting that this is here and I should just put some varnish on it, and I don't do it because I keep forgetting. And some other examples of why this green is not a good skin color for mini dolls. On to the last plate. And I love it already. Here I can remember, I think, everything. These ones in the front, the legs, and then this torso piece are supposed to be a pink astronaut, just like these pants and this torso are supposed to be the yellow astronaut, and this one was supposed to be the white one, and I think this one was supposed to be a blue one, based on the Lego movie set Benny's Crew, I believe. Yeah, I like the set very much, and I wanted to do a mini-doll version of it. This is how far I've come, and I would need, I think, at least 20 hours to finish all of them. And all of the hype about this set has passed, so I don't know if that would be something you would even be interested in anymore. So the pieces are just sitting here now. This one here I don't think was meant to be an astronaut. I did remove this print so that whatever paint I decide to put over it, I need less layers to hide everything that's underneath. And finally, the last things that I have to show you from this box are these 3 mermaid tails, which I would say are painted well. The only thing they are missing are some stripes here, or maybe some decorations over here. I cannot remember who I made them for. It must have been somebody from the My Little Pony franchise, or the Disney Princess, or well, something completely different. I don't know anymore. I painted this a long time ago. They are here until I decided I need like a pink tail, and then maybe with some golden or some silver highlights, maybe a sticker here. But it's here in case I need it. So this is it. You have seen the entirety of my painting box of shame, the big one. I still have another one with semi-completed body parts that were not meant to be anyone in particular, but that I just painted for funsies. And then I think the My Little Pony beach outfits should also be somewhere in my apartment. If you have seen something that you really like and would really, 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 really want me to finish, leave me a comment down below, and then maybe at some point I will have the mental and physical capacity to finish something. And then whichever mini doll gets the most votes, I'm probably not gonna do it. If my previous videos are any indication of that. Until the next time you click on one of my videos, bye bye. At some point I even had labels around some of these, just pieces of paper stuck in, but they kept falling out and just going around everywhere. So I gave up on that. And now I have this beautiful mess of, I don't even know what it is. Well, I don't know what some of them are, but you can tell I'm a real professional with this.